My name is Ashley Immanuel, Chief Operating Officer of Semicolon Africa. So we were talking about talent, right? And sort of the future of talent in Nigeria and Africa. So it was interesting. There were some other organizations on the panel who are also building tech talent, which is one of the things that my company does. We train software engineers. And so it was interesting to hear from one of the other partners that one of the models they're thinking about in terms of working with companies that need talent is sort of similar to something that we've just been thinking about. So I'm going to go in and call them after and say, hey, let's trade some notes on that. Yeah. It's an interesting question. So I think in terms of change, so we've really seen the space evolve and mature quite a bit in the past 10 years, but we're early in the journey, I think. So I'm expecting to still see a lot of rapid growth, just in terms of a few things. One is maybe even kind of understanding of technology roles, how to build tech talent. You would be surprised how many people seem to think that you can create a software engineer almost overnight with no budget. But the truth is, and they don't say that about any other field. I don't see anybody say we should do boot camps for medical doctors. Like we need doctors. So we're going to do a 6-week boot camp that costs $50K and now we have doctors, right? But for some reason, people seem to think that for tech roles, some people. And I think that over time, hopefully we'll get a better understanding of kind of what skills are really needed and what it really takes to build those skills. I'm hoping some continued innovation around ways to do that, and maybe more maturity and better understanding from employers and other partners in terms of how to think about their organizations in terms of digital transformation. And how to organize themselves to achieve that, including in terms of talent, in terms of investment in the right technology, infrastructure, and solutions, including through partnerships. So I think we're still going to have a lot of young people looking for opportunity. In 10 years, realistically, we're likely to still have a lot more young people looking for opportunity than there are people who have really viable pathways to the opportunity, unfortunately. We're doing our work so that more of them will have those opportunities, but I think there's still going to be a gap in 10 years. I think it's going to take longer than 10 years to solve that gap. I think it's going to take longer than 10 years to solve some other issues we see that are grounded in really deep-rooted problems, such as gender imbalance in the sector. If the patriarchy is strong, you're not going to have a lot of women in tech, and I don't see the patriarchy issues being fixed in 10 years, but hopefully we'll see some progress. Okay, so definitely WhatsApp. So I'm in Nigeria. Everybody uses WhatsApp here. Well, it's both social and for work. I use WhatsApp a lot. So that would be my number one. I guess there's some things you use frequently, but you don't value that much, like your clock, right? But I use that all the time, from an alarm clock to checking time. I use my email. I have a few, but Outlook for my professional messages. So I use that daily. What else do I have? My photos. Right. So I use either taking pictures. I mean, you can't be in Lagos and you don't see one ridiculous thing that you have to take a picture of. Even if I don't know who I'm going to send it to. But I also have kids, so I take pictures, send to the grandparents. Yeah, I would say those are my top. And then maybe some games like Sudoku. Yeah. You know what? I don't think I've ever wished I was the one who created it. Really, my work, so I didn't describe my company that much. We train software engineers, so we build tech talent. We provide technology services for companies. But a third thing we do is actually work with startups. We do venture building, we do training. A lot of even the software engineers we train, the program is called Techpreneurship, because we're trying to build entrepreneurial capabilities in the next generation of Nigerians and Africans. So it's actually my goal, they say if you do good work, you put yourself out of business sometimes, right? It's actually my vision that I'll have empowered an ecosystem and a community of innovators that are coming up with the solutions on their own, right? And I love being part of the mix. It's really fun, and I'm really happy and eager to bring any skills I have to bear to do that. But over time, what you actually want to build is a generation of people who can do much more than you could ever do.
Definitely.